Okay, here's another little video on how to convert a mixed number. And mixed, think of mixed as in it's a mixture of something. So a mixture of something would be I have two wholes, I have 2 1/4, I have a whole and a fraction. So that's a mixed number. And this is an improper fraction. Improper means it's not the best, right? It doesn't seem right. And that's kind of what we mean by improper fraction. An improper fraction means that a larger number is on the top. So before we were working with this. Okay, this is improper because the bigger number is on top and we don't like that. It's very difficult to see what kind of fraction we're working with. Now, you can go from one to the other and back again. From mixed number to an improper fraction and from an improper fraction to a mixed number. And it's not that difficult. In the previous video, I showed you that you could draw pictures for it, which is perfectly acceptable, but that doesn't, it takes more time. There's a way, which is perfectly acceptable. You can draw pictures all day long if you like, but let's try to get down to the math of it. So let's change this mixed number into an improper fraction. And how we do that is, we start at the denominator, we start at the bottom, and we work our way to the top in a circular motion. So we start down here, and we draw our arrow, and we begin by multiplying. Okay, so we multiply 4 times 2. Well, 4 times 2 is 8. And we're going to keep going, and we're going to add the top number. We have 8, and we're going to add one more, which is 9. That's our new numerator, and our denominator stays the same. Okay, start at the bottom and multiply the denominator by the whole number, and then you add the numerator, and that's your new numerator. The denominator stays the same. To go back again, it's just the same. Think about, well, it's not the same. To go back again, we have to see how many times 4, I can count by 4 before I get to 9. I can't go over 9. So if I count by 4s, I'm going to count by 4s until I get as close to 9 as I can. 4, 8. Well, 8's pretty darn close to 9, and I can't, if I go any further, I'm getting to 12. So I got to take that away, 8. So 2 wholes. The number that I get to when I count by that denominator is the whole. Well, I got to 8, and how many before I get to 9? 1 more. So then I've got a 1 on top, and the denominator doesn't change. Okay, let's look at this one. Now I'm going to go from an improper fraction to a mixed number. I'm going to go from the, this doesn't look nice, it's not easy to play with, to a mixed number, which is much easier to work with. So let's start by counting by tens, and until we get to as close to 17 without going over. So if I count by 10, 20 will be 2. So I'm a big old 1 on that. So I got to 10, 1 whole 10. So I took care of the 10, and now how many more? If I'm at 10, how many more till I get to 17? Well, 10 plus 7 is 17, so there's a 7 on top. The denominator does not change. It stays the same. Do you see how that works? And if I go backwards, it's easy to see as well. So if I go 10 times 1 equals 10, plus 7 equals 17, and the denominator doesn't change. Okay, this is a yay! Easier to work with. This is a meh. It's pretty tough to work with that way. Going from one to the next, you are welcome to use your drawing pictures, but I feel like this way is more efficient, and I believe in you. You can do it.